What's up, people? So, I don't know why I'm putting myself on blast right now, but I do study various drum rhythms from the African diaspora. Haiti was this is my first drum, a Haitian patois drum. I started studying this drum in 2006, okay? I also have studied bomba, Afro-Puerto Rican bomba drumming, and they play big bariles. A little bit of conga, Afro-Cuban. My dad is a conga Afro-Cuban drummer. I don't really do that a little bit. I studied a little Afro-Colombian, and what else? A little Afro-Dominican too, right? But in Congolese. Haitian and Congolese are like my main things. Now, a lot of the Haitian rhythms, a lot of the Afro-Cuban rhythms, the Puerto Rican bomba rhythms, they're all rooted in the Congo, okay? So for me, I don't drum as much as I used to. When I'm in New York, I would go to to dance classes. I dance. I'm more of a dancer than a drummer. So when I'm in New York, I'll go play with Haitian drummers in the dance classes and in the park, stuff like that. But I don't drum as much as I used to, so I'm rusty. So I was gonna do a video practicing playing one of my favorite rhythms. And I was gonna do a video, and I said, let me do it on live, but I'm gonna put myself on blast because I'm gonna mess up, because now I'm nervous, everybody's watching, and I haven't been drumming at all. So this is my motivation to get back on my drumming. You know, it's like I do so many things. I pole dance and doing dance, and also, it's hard to dance and drum, because in order to get good at drumming, you have to sit down and drum. You can't dance and sit down and drum, right? Okay, so this is one of my favorite dances, Afro Diasporic dances, and one of my favorite Haitian dances is called Yambalou, the serpent dance from Haiti. So much medicine in it. And this is one of the first rhythms that I learned. So bear with me if I mess up. I might need to warm up and get into my zone. Okay. At all. So, you know, you have to get the sounds back. Each drum has different sounds and different rhythms. And also, that was the other thing I was going to say. You remember the rhythms in your heart. When it comes to African drum rhythms or Afro-Caribbean, Afro-Diasporic drum rhythms, that is not written down like when people play sheet music. So once you learn these rhythms, they are embedded in you. Like you have to remember them. So let me see. Am I gonna play another rhythm right now? I haven't been drumming at all. What rhythm that is. I don't remember. That's a Congolese rhythm. I think that's a Congolese rhythm. And the thing is that when you study the rhythms, and I should know this, I think it's a Congolese rhythm. But the rhythms from Puerto Rico, a lot of the bomba rhythms, they're Congolese. A lot of the rhythms in Cuba, rumba, all that Congolese. A lot of the Haitian rhythms, Congolese. So they have a Congolese backbone anyway. And in the US, when people play African drums, they usually play the djembe, right? The djembe is West African. It's very, very different than the Congo. The Congo has a deep sound that talks to the hips. The djembe is very, very loud and very like yang and up in the air. The Congo rhythms always have this consistent pulse, okay? And it's going down, and it's in the hips. Let me see. This is a Afro Puerto Rican bomba rhythm. Okay, I haven't played this in years, so. Rusty. That's just like the basic. I have so many rhythms. I haven't been practicing. I'm gonna practice more. I'm about to get on my drum shit again because I should be so much better now. But when I drum with drummers, I've drummed with some of the best Haitian drummers that exist. Okay, and they're in New York. And when I play with them, you know, it's like 4 or 5 drummers. We each have our part. So I'm the one. I play my part. I'm not so good that I can sing when I do it, or I can do all these freestyles. And I would if I practiced, but I don't. So anyhow, the drum is powerful. The drum and dances have always been a form of resistance for Afro-diasporic people. I was talking about this on like the YouTube video I did yesterday on the riots and having endurance, the protests and all that. If you haven't seen that video, listen to it. But I talked about the role that the drums and the dance played in the Haitian Revolution. It was this petual drum right here, the petual rhythms, the petual cult, the petual spirits that helped win the Haitian Revolution. And those spirits, despite what people might think, they're not African spirits, okay? They were actually spirits that were indigenous to Quisqueya. Quisqueya is what Haiti and Dominican Republic people call Hispaniola. The Europeans called it Hispaniola. The indigenous people called it Quisqueya. And the petual spirits are from Quisqueya, okay? Haitian voodoo is Afro-indigenous. It's not just African. It also has Native American parts to it too. But these rhythms are definitely Congolese, okay? And this is a Haitian petual drum. And more on that later. Keep your chi up, because this drum, dancing to live drums, having 4, 5, 6 drummers who are badass drummers that are going in, that shit gives you the energy to do things that you could not otherwise do, okay? There's something about that live vibration that goes through your body, goes into the air, and what it does, okay? So like I said, like, you know, even the dancing that goes to this, like whatever dance videos I post on YouTube is me dancing in my living room in a little space, but it's not like when I have a dance floor and space and drums, what I do, okay? You're changing levels, legs kicking up, switching directions, down, low, all kinds of stuff, right? But I really believe in the medicine in the dances and rhythms of the diaspora, and they were always a form of resistance. To my people in New Orleans who's second line. Second line is also a form of resistance, especially after Katrina, when people were moving to New Orleans trying to stop the second lines, trying to stop these black traditions, these Afro indigenous traditions, you know. So in Cuba, you know, they tried to stop. Rumba comes from poor black people in Cuba. And in Cuba in the 50s, those racist white bastards in Cuba, which I fucking can't stand, they're the ones that live in Miami, they made it illegal for black people to do rumba. It used to happen spontaneously in the street, just like breaking did in New York. But the white Cubans made it illegal for black people to do it, and then they would put on blackface, right? And they would do a show, a rumba performance for the American and European tourists that would come to Cuba. And what they were doing was European court dances, okay? Which is very stiff and uppity. Afro-Cuban rumba is not stiff and uppity, and you don't touch. Afro-Cuban rumba is a sexual play competition between male and female dancer. They do not touch each other. There's lots of shoulders, lots of hips, okay? Lots of footwork. It's from the Congo, straight up. So now you have ballroom dance, ballroom samba, ballroom rumba. That's some bullshit. Because samba also comes from the Congo. In Brazil, it comes from the Congo. The rhythms, the steps, all of it. But they try to whitewash the shit. You know what I'm saying? So our dances and our rhythms have always been a form of resistance. And part of, when people talk about decolonizing their mind from white supremacy, part of that is, you know, includes your body. Okay, because we're not supposed to have on a bunch of goddamn clothes, melanated, unless it's cold outside, you know what I'm saying? But melanated people are supposed to be outside in the sun with their skin exposed to the sun. That's why we have such fucking vitamin D problems and hypertension and asthma, because that's what we need. And if you look at the ancient art, you see people, you see nudity. Look at ancient African art. Look at ancient indigenous Native American art. People are naked, okay? So why all this shame in the body, or looking down at somebody because they're naked or half naked? That comes from a colonial mindset. That comes from patriarchal religion. So you can't say that you're decolonizing your mind and that you're so Afrocentric or you're so for the people, but then you think like that, okay? So if you want to dig deep, it's time to really dig deep. And studying the dances and the rhythms of the African diaspora really taught me a lot, okay? But anyhow, I'm in this here because I gotta go. Peace out, people.